I'm real excited with the victory, but I'm more proud of my son because in 2 games against them, he's totally outcoached me and their staff outcoached us. We could not guard them. You want to talk some more? And we could not stop them in their offense. They got us in bad switches. They executed. We did a good job in 2 games of at the end with the game on the line of coming through defensively and making big plays in both games. They were up 1 with a minute to go at their place, and tonight we got a tough call. I believe it was off them at the end, and but all the credit goes to Richard, his staff, his players. They've outplayed us twice, but we just gutted it out in the final minutes to come away with a victory, which good teams do. So proud of my son, disappointed in our defense, but very proud of my son, Richard.
We'll start with questions just for Dylan. Go ahead.
Dylan, a lot of shot creation opening up in the first half, really making some sparks for some runs. Can we talk about those looks that you were getting early in the game?
I tried to come in the game, play with energy, kind of be a spark. Just taking what the defense was giving me, and I was getting to the rim, and that's really it.
Dylan, I got 2 for you. The first one is, your game has really come along during the course of the season, and Coach Pitino has a reputation for being very good at helping players get to be their best selves. How exactly would you describe the way that he does it?
I started off slow, and I just think Coach P gave me the confidence to believe. I feel like Coach P still believed in me when I was lacking that a little bit, and I think that did wonders for me. And just now, I'm just trying to get better every single day and get more comfortable in my role with the team.
And this win is Coach Pitino's 904th. It puts him 3rd on the all-time list in wins. To have been a part of helping him do that, how rewarding is that for you and the guys?
Yeah, I mean it's really cool when you're playing for the best college basketball coach of all time. I've only been a part of them for 19 wins, so I won't take too much credit, but happy for him, and it's not hard if you were to come to practice every day. It's not hard to see why he has so many wins.
Dylan, what has been your favorite part about playing at St. John's so far?
I mean, probably just playing with this group. This group is a lot of fun to play with. Great guys who bring it every day. Great personalities. Playing at MSG in front of Johnny fans. I feel like we have the best fans in the country to be able to, fill Madison Square Garden like we do. It's unbelievable, and just grateful for Coach letting me come over here and play for Johnny's.
Dylan, Zuby kind of did seem like he didn't get a lot of shots late in that second half. Was that a concerted thing to get him the ball in overtime?
I mean, it's always a point of emphasis to get Zuby the ball. He's the best big man in the country, and you can't guard him with one person. So, we always are looking to get Zuby the ball, and maybe we didn't do a great job of that tonight, but we should have got the ball to him more, 8 for 11. What is that? 25, 7, and he's just a beast. That's all I have to say about Zuby. He's a beast.
Dylan, I have 2 for you. First, coming off the emotional high of Friday night and what this building was like in meeting UConn, was it difficult to flip the page so quickly to a game on Monday night?
I'll say it might have looked like we came out with lacking a little bit of energy, but it wasn't like we were taking Xavier slightly. They took us down to the buzzer at their place, and we just went to OT with them tonight. We weren't taking them slightly, just we struggled, and you struggle guarding them.
And in a lot of these close games, you know, you've been on the floor as a point guard, and kind of everyone has stayed very calm, and you've been at the forefront of that. What has made like everyone stay calm and give you the confidence to stay calm and control things late in games?
I guess that's just what point guards are, supposed to do. And I've been playing point guard for a while and just trying to be the calm in the chaos at the end of games and trying to settle everybody down, get us into our stuff, and yeah.
Next down. Go ahead, Raj.
Rick, Zuby, he's really over the last few games really sort of become the odds-on favorite to be the Conference Player of the Year. When he first came over, you really basically said that all Coach Self told you was that he was a great guy. Did you envision him becoming a player like this? What did you see?
Well, I think it's no different than RJ, who came in without a reputation and ends up player of the year in the conference. And now Zuby's probably the leader to be player in the conference. I think Zuby's one of the leaders to be player of the year in the conference. But he didn't play well tonight. He did not play well tonight. I mean, he had great stats, but he didn't play well tonight. But that being said, he played good enough to get us a victory. But I think whether it's Danis Jenkins or whether it's RJ, or whether it's Zuby, they all put in a lot of time to get better. A lot of time. A lot more than most people. So they get better. They do different things. They enhance their game, and I'm proud of them.
Rick, 900 was obviously a milestone number, but this actually elevates you into third place on the list. Is that a rewarding thing for you? Do you like the way that sounds?
I think, look, I'm sure it is someday, but I think because I was not pleased with our defense tonight, I'm not real happy about 904. If we played better defense, I'd be much happy with the victory, but more proud of my son. I thought my son just, in the 2 times we played him, did things to really hurt our defense, did things to really hurt our press. I think he's a extremely brilliant young coach. So I come away tonight not thinking about 904. I come away being really proud of my son.
Rick, in terms of tonight's game, you guys were able to get to the line over 40 shots. And a big part of that was in the first half, you guys got them into foul trouble. So all of their bigs were basically on the bench. Even though you didn't have the defensive, sort of performance you would have liked, overall, was that because of how aggressive Xavier was
Well, we've been doing that
playing?
the whole season.
Yeah.
It's been a strength of ours against Connecticut as well as here. We're very physical going to the basket with our front court. Dylan didn't play real well tonight, but when the game was on the line, really Bryce Hopkins won the game. He made big plays for us on the defensive end. And he was outstanding in the final 7-8 minutes of the game. But we do that. That's one of the strengths of our team. A lot of teams foul too much. We don't foul a whole lot. And that's one of the reasons why we played bad defense.
Rick, you said you didn't think Zuby played great. What did you think of him in overtime?
I think he played good. I just think that I don't think our guys, to be honest with you, I don't think he played great because I played him too many minutes. I think he was tired. And unfortunately, I had to win the game. And not that I don't have confidence in Ruben, but I had to win the game. And he played too many minutes. That's why I felt he didn't have great gas in his tank because of all the minutes he played.
You have such a great win Friday night. It's such an electric atmosphere, and then you have such a quick turnaround. You're facing a team that's got a week off, coming off a really tough loss. Do you think it was hard for you guys to match their intensity or desperation tonight?
Whether it's pro basketball, college basketball, the Pistons are getting ready to play the Knicks, and they lose to Washington by 40, 30, whatever it may be. But our guys were ready to play tonight because they knew how difficult it was to play them. But certain teams hurt you, and they hurt us one-on-one, get us in switches. Their power forward, Aquaman, would come off the screen and make the guard play him on a pick and roll. So if you trap him, then you don't stop the three. You have to switch, and now he's gonna take advantage of your guard. Now, this is a team that's made 12, 13 threes, and they made 5 tonight. But they take you off the bounce, and they're very good, and he got us in switches, and that's the brilliance of what Richard does offensively.
What did you do? He didn't get a shot in overtime. It was mostly Mitchell on him, I think.
Mitchell was denying him the basketball.
So I mean, did you think, was that like a real concerted thing, like let's make someone else beat us?
It's 100, but that's what we said. He's not gonna touch it. We're gonna make their guards handle the basketball and take shots.
Rick, can you kind of describe and explain the transformation you've seen in Bryce Hopkins over the last 5 or 6 weeks, and especially tonight in overtime with those 2 steals defensively?
Yeah, I think he won the game for us tonight. He was the difference maker, and I think he knew that he had to win it. He knew we had to come up with a victory. But our guys are pretty grounded. They know they could lose to Xavier. They know they could lose to Providence. They know they could lose to Seton Hall, Butler, anybody. They're pretty grounded with this. We're not an overpowering defensive team like last year. But we get to the foul line, we're unselfish, we play hard.
Coach, I want to circle back on the Trey Carroll comments a little more. With him being another guy who's really elevated his game coming from the American now here, being able to shut him down for the overwhelming majority of the first half and then towards the late of the game, was that something, especially early in the game planning stage, that it was we want somebody else to beat us?
He causes matchup problems because, like Dylan Mitchell, he's Dylan Mitchell with a jump shot and 30 pounds, and he creates switches. He's got a great, Phillip and him and all the players, they got a great soft touch. They don't miss those 10, 12-foot shots. You're playing actually good defense. And one thing we got to do is we got to get, whether it's Josan, Ian, Ozaya, whoever it may be, you got to stop backing up. You got to draw a line in the sand, get them on your chest. You got to stop backing up. And we did that too much tonight, and they took advantage of it.
Last one, Zach. Let's go back.
Ozaya hasn't made threes the last 2 games, but probably had obviously the biggest shot of the night, that tip in. What did you think of him going there aggressively at the end?
The obvious thing for all of you to say is after a big game they weren't ready to play, and we were really ready to play. But they were great. We were ready to play, but they were terrific, and they were terrific at Xavier. And certain teams cause matchup problems for you, and this team does for us. But we came away twice in the latter stages of the game with a victory. So I think that's a great thing for our team. I hope we don't play them in the Big East tournament. But like I said, I think my son's brilliant, proud of him. I hate getting any milestone against him, but I go away tonight saying my son's a hell of a coach. And that's I'm much prouder than 900, 1,000, 1,100. To say my son's a great coach is much more pleasing to me than any number of victories. So we're excited to get the victory. We got a big one coming up on Saturday. Obviously at Providence, who's playing good basketball right now. We are 19-5, so it's a great record, and we're proud of it. Thanks, guys.